welcome to the evening vlog with Corey Wazinski. Our next guest is a producer originally from New York. Now he moved out here to LA. Please welcome Bert DeBrow. Hey Bert.
Hey Corey.
Welcome to wizardVstree.
What?
wizardVstree.
wizardVstree.
That's the name of my site.
What does that mean?
It's just, I wanted something random that people would not know what the website's about.
Well, I think you've accomplished that.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Okay, so you are a producer. How did you first get into the entertainment field?
Well, I went to school for it in Boston
Mm-hmm.
and studied television, but I always knew that I wanted to be in television ever since I was a little kid.
Okay.
I always knew.
Right.
Always.
Well, you also used to watch like the great TV shows.
I did. I watched all the today they would be considered old shows. When I watched them, they were new shows.
Right.
If I say what they were, then I'll seem like I'm very old, so I'm not going to tell you what shows they were.
Well, I could probably Abbott and Costello.
I never saw that.
You never saw that?
No, I never saw that.
Okay. What about Three Stooges?
Never saw that.
Okay. Laurel and Hardy.
Who?
Laurel.
No, I watched all of them. I watched all of them, yeah.
Okay. Now, you have spent a lot of time with celebrities.
Yeah.
What is one
Including you. Right now.
I guess so.
You right now.
What is one of the more memorable experiences, or because celebrities are kind of crazy, right?
You think so?
Yeah, I would think so.
Have you met many?
I haven't met too many.
So then how would you know that they're crazy?
I met Danny DeVito, and he was kind of
short.
Yes.
Short, yeah.
Also a little. No, he was out there.
Yeah, he's but brilliant.
Yes.
Brilliant. Good director.
Is he?
Yeah, very good director.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He directed several movies.
Like what?
One with Michael Douglas, the one about with Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner. Now I forget the name of it, but it was about a divorced couple. It was insane.
Oh, okay. What's the one celebrity experience that just stands out in your mind?
Gosh, I don't think well, for me, the first celebrity that I ever met as a little kid at like about 10 years old was somebody that you know only because you know me, but you wouldn't know it, was Buffalo Bob from the Howdy Doody Show, which was a show that I grew up watching. So when I was a little kid, he was like the first celebrity I ever met. So for me, out of all the celebrities I've worked with, but even I've worked with a lot, like you said.
Right.
For me, meeting Buffalo Bob when I was a little kid was the biggest thing in the world. I mean, there was nothing big. Now since then, I've met, I've worked with a lot of them, but none of them, they're all, stand out in my mind as much as someone like him because when I was a little kid, I watched him and he was like my
You never
hero.
missed a show and...
No.
Okay, so My Simpsons was your Howdy Doody.
That's right. Yeah, my Howdy Doody is much better than your Simpsons. My Howdy Doody did not have the language that the Simpsons have.
That's true, but
Right.
I know exactly how you felt though, because when I met my idol Matt Groening, the creator of The Simpsons, I was almost in shock.
How old were you?
I was in high school, so I think I was like 13, maybe 12.
Okay, all right. So but you met someone who created that. I met the actual guy who was on camera.
Right.
So really, the person who you met was not very important.
Well, I
compared to
can't.
Who I met.
I can't really meet.
You can't meet Bart Simpson.
I could look at a picture and say, "Hey, Bart, nice to meet you."
But you know that if anybody
they'd lock me away for
if
that.
anybody who could meet Bart and would say they met Bart, it would be you.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it would
probably.
be. Yeah.
Just a couple of years ago, they did the Quickie Mart. They turned the 7-Elevens on the Quickie Mart. So I took pictures next to these cutout figures, like they were actually real.
So you should be locked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as we're done with this.
Now, you grew up in New York.
New Rochelle, New York.
Okay, and how difficult was it coming to LA from New York? That's a big change.
Easy.
It was easy?
We got on a plane.
Okay.
Yeah, went to the airport. We got on a plane.
Emotionally
emotionally.
Everything like that.
You know
your
what?
I know your mom was still in New York.
Still there.
Okay, she's still there.
It was something that had to be done because all the work in New York, after 9/11, kind of went away, and I had been going back and forth a lot. and at one point stayed out here for 6 months away from Allie and Liza and Lynn, my family. And after I did that, I swore to myself I could never do that again. So we had to get on a plane. It was a difficult thing to do for me to do to the family. It wasn't difficult for me to do it.
Right.
It was difficult having a family. If I didn't have a family, it would have been easy. So emotionally, initially, it was a tough thing to break to the kids, but Lynn knew about it. But I love it out in California.
Right.
It's getting cold in New York now.
Yeah, it is.
I think that's amusing. And we're here and
we're enjoying the sun.
we're enjoying, and underneath that blazer, you have a short sleeve shirt on.
Yes, you're right.
Right. So there you go.
Yeah. Since I know you've been back to New York every now and then, but when you first came to LA, what was the one, some things that you missed about New York? The things that you always liked to do when you were younger, or anything like that?
The only thing I missed were people.
People.
Friends, my mom, but nothing. I mean, the other day I was driving in the car with Lynn, and she asked me, do I miss the seasons? And I said, no. I don't miss the season.
Right.
I'm very happy being here in this weather. So there's nothing I miss except people. I have, some very good friends there, and my mom. That would be the most obvious thing.
Okay. I've been in New York a couple times, and we're actually running out of time.
Why?
But my camera, the YouTube videos can only be 10 minutes long.
You told me you can get 90 minutes.
No, I know, but I can't get that on the internet that long.
So we've talked about nothing.
No, we've talked.
I talked about nothing.
I think we've talked.
No.
Yes.
I don't think you prepared.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
we could have gotten more. I'm only kidding,
I never know with you, though.
I know. Well, you should.
The first time that I met you, you said something, and it was something that wasn't. It was not even real or not believable, and I was like, "Wow, really?"
Yeah.
And then you're like, "I'm gonna have fun with this guy,"
well,
and you knew that. And you messed with me ever since.
Because I love you. You know that.
I'm gullible.
Okay. Yeah. Well, because we're good friends.
Yes.
Yeah. We're very.
Are we? Are we though?
Not really. No, not really.
That's
You're good friends with my daughter.
Okay.
No, we're good friends.
I thought so.
Of course.
Okay, so.
How much time do we have left?
I have no idea. That's
so
the interesting thing.
It could be over now, huh?
It might be.
Yeah.
But
3 minutes. Stage manager just gave us 3 minutes.
All right.
All right.
One thing though, New York pizza is always there's always that whole thing about,
now we're talking
about New York pizza. If I go to New York, what's the one place I have to go to?
Could you actually talk without doing this?
I don't know. I notice I do. I clap too during the vlogs.
What's the one thing?
And I don't remember.
What's the question? If you went to New York,
what's the best New York pizza?
You know what? I'm going to tell you something. There is no bad New York pizza. So wherever you go, they used to say Ray's.
Okay, famous original Ray's or original Ray's.
The problem is if you go into Manhattan now, every other place is called Ray's.
Yeah, exactly.
So there is no Ray's anymore. But you know what? Let's be honest here now. There are 2 places in L.A. For people who are watching this and live in LA and say there's no good New York pizza,
right?
There is. There is. What's the one?
Mulberry Street.
Mulberry
Street's
and
really.
My favorite, my personal favorite, would be Red Balls.
Red Balls.
Is there an echo?
No, yeah. Where's that?
That is right on, all the way down Topanga, right a little farther down from the Topanga Mall.
Really?
Yes.
And that's authentic New York style pizza.
It is.
I gotta
You've
check
never tried it?
No.
We have some in the refrigerator at the house.
Really?
Yeah, after this maybe we could go over it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about 2 weeks old, but you don't mind.
No.
No.
Actually, I kind of do.
All right, well, I'll buy you a slice.
Okay.
Okay.
Then cool.
That'll be the least
Red
I
Balls,
can do.
Red Balls pizza.
Yeah.
And then I'll have something to talk about in the vlog.
I think you'd find something to talk about anyway.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, Bert, thank you so much for being a guest.
It's been a pleasure talking about New York.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's it. This is it. I got dressed for this. This is it, huh?
I'm sorry that I bothered you.
No, you didn't bother me. I was just passing by anyway.
Oh, okay.